There is no process to discovering what you call God. There's no procedure, no method, no practice. There's just the full engagement with the trust that is true and real within I. If there's an expectation to examine your I with a thought to say, yes, so I'll examine it. I'll examine that what is within me on the path to I. Then that's a procedure. That's a process. That's a method. That's a practice. So, how can it be done, you see? That's a question. That's the question that one has to remove. Remove means not that, not this. Nothing can lead me or I to that what one already is. I already is beyond I that appears to be a part of is. Do you know when you blow the balloon, the oxygen, it remains within the rubber or whatever the balloon is made of. But there's never an object, there's never a reason to try and blow the balloon and say, no, I don't want the balloon content. I want the breath to flow through and beyond the balloon. So what you do is you try to blow harder. Yes? You try to blow harder. You try and burst the balloon. So what you do is, to get beyond the balloon, you simply lay the balloon to the side and you blow. You blow as far as you can blow. There's no boundaries. There's no rubber that surrounds you. You see, what the speaker is saying is the balloon is the problem. You see, the idea that you have to do something with another object, with another thought, with another practice, with another procedure, with another method, is the veil to that what already is. Doesn't make sense to the mind. Mind has always been conditioned and taught and educated into saying we have to form a relationship with the balloon. We have to learn how it works. And then we have to live within the boundaries of the balloon for the rest of our lives. And that balloon is your body. You don't have to breathe in an outward direction, nor do you have to breathe in an inward direction to have expectations to find something that is already that. You see, when you say I is already God, that's nonsense. Because the I is the source of giving life to the balloon. Your source. Not God's source. That's nonsense. There's no other God figure that created you. I think your mom and dad created you, if you want to look at it in a human aspect. And of course, the umbilical cord down the line, down the centuries, down the generations, to Adam and Eve, to Jesus, maybe before that, and then back to the source of God. You can say, yes, God created me. But if you remove the umbilical cord through the generations, through the centuries, through Adam and Eve, through Christ, through to God, the umbilical cord then becomes the boundary to the reconnection of God. When the breath, God makes one breath. All is born simultaneously as one, in no time, in no space. Because to think breath is existing only because of space, you see, that's another strange invention that we've made up, carbon dioxide or oxygen, whatever. We cannot, live without these things. The human body is part of that, you see. It doesn't have to feel separate from oxygen or breath or carbon dioxide, whatever it is we're supposed to be breathing in. We're already that. You see? The breath is just another example of the breath that you are, that is no breath, but continues to flow still as if it's moving already, as it is, as that. Now, the speaker has really made it complex by talking about it. But the fact is, whatever your mind comes up with, it will be overlaid by another thought. It will be replaced by another word, another identity, another experience, another action, another body. How far do you want to go? Yeah? Another day, another hour, another breath. But there's nothing taken away through the whole of this body's life. Nothing is taken away. You see? How can it be taken away? You're still existing until the body suddenly says, yeah, I've served you enough. I have to go. I've served you enough. I have to go. You remain. See, for the mind to think its way into a process, into a procedure, into a method, into a practice, into a way of seeking something that you already are, makes a whole lot of nonsense about this, what we call life. How can we be life? Looking for life, you see? When you're life, you're already life. See, but we think there's a death. The body simply says, I've served you enough. So there's a change coming. There's no more in-breath for the body. The in-breath goes somewhere else. But it doesn't go anywhere else. It remains where it is. Not in the body, but in that what is beyond oxygen, carbon dioxide. It's called what we want to investigate. But again, a whole lot of nonsense. How can we investigate consciousness when we are consciousness? That's all we are. Infinite, always existing consciousness, always in all ways. The mind wants to mirror what we are. Do you understand this? The mind wants to mirror what we are. So the mind is always looking at what you are, saying, how can I mimic? How can I come up with some way to explain what I see? I see, says mind. But you believe you're the body. You believe you're the mind. Yeah? But that's the mimic. It's not a joke. It's actually a, what do you call it? An honor. It's an honor to be mimicked by the mind, because without the mind mimicking whatever this is, this consciousness is, there's nothing happening. You see? There's nothing, and that's what happens in this enlightenment state. And you hear them all over YouTube and other monasteries, temples, whatever. It's the same as what this one experienced is nothing, because the mind stopped mimicking. The mirror, it stopped reflecting. You see? But how could it stop reflecting? That means there's nothing, you see? And that's what happens. There's nothing. But the mind cannot die completely. So in that moment, the mind turns away. It can, oh no, what the hell's going on? Is that truly what I'm mimicking? It turns around to have a look and it's gone. But even with the mind's back to what it was mimicking, what it couldn't truly represent before, when the mind turns away, what you are absolutely comes alive. Not in this kind of life, living form. The true living form, the formless form of what you are. The mind can see you even with its back turned because you're so vast, so powerful. And when it turns back, of course you diminish because you don't want to destroy the mind's eyes. The mind's eyes. So what do you have to do to experience this? You have to have trust, faith, and present true love, affection, adoration for that what you are. In all aspects. In all aspects. You can't say you are an exact image of Christ, because your mind will then take you into biblical themes, into what you're supposed to be doing with your life, into how you're supposed to be doing it. Because Christ is a word that paints pictures, gives thoughts, gives everything. So you are adoring, loving, being the nameless. So in that respect, the greatest teacher which, who, or what didn't plan to find God, actually laid down to die to the information, the stuff that was maintaining a grip on just looking and trying to represent something that it half knew. So Ramana Maharshi, he says, no, I don't want that information. I don't trust the world of names and forms and objects. I don't trust the world of religion and faith, procedures, practices. I'm just going to lie down and die. But that doesn't actually mean you lie down to die. I'm lying down to die to the idea that there's anything else, anything other than being within myself. Because when you die, the body dies, apparently the whole world outside is no more. And there's only that what is inside, apparently, that let's say dies last, there's a so when the balloon deflates, when the balloon deflates, because when it bangs, when it bursts, when you blow too hard, that's not the object, is it? You don't blow too hard, you see. You don't want the balloon to burst. You don't want the body to be overpowered by something that is foolish. When the balloon deflates, the air that's inside slowly comes out, but there's something inside. So the balloon can't see the world. It's concentrating on its deflation. So Ramana Maharshi didn't want his body to die. He just wanted to stop associating, relating with the external world. Yeah? He didn't plan to meet God. He didn't plan to end this body, because he didn't take any action. No action. Just a deflation of that, what we think is a process, a procedure, a way, a method, a practice, an expectation, a reason. No, not. To hell with that. To hell with these words. To hell with the idea that there's a way to go and see God outside of my body. Whatever I witness is the source of all my emotions, all my witnessing. Everything that I experience is within my body. Is within my body. Without looking at it biologically, anatomically, scientifically, associating with the heart, the liver, the breath, everything. Whatever I am, or I am already that. And I don't need to discover through a mind, a concept, an idea, an assumption. I don't need to go through another life, another samsara living, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So many of them suffering, so many of them pleasurable. I want to find Buddha. You see? But when you say Buddha, you think Tibetan, you think monk, you think bald head, you think all these things. So I just want to find the nameless that I am already as I am. So be yourself. Love your inner being. Discover what you already know. You don't have to realize the revelation, and you see it in most awakenings, live awakenings, is a that body starts laughing and giggling. And you say, and it's genuine. And you say, what's going on? I've been fooling myself along. All my life I've been fooling myself. Two people. I have been fooling myself. Is self just nothingness? Or is it something worth exploring? Or is it, I don't really have to put any effort. I just have to let go and surrender and call off the search, as Papaji said. But you call off the search in the midst of your I. And then you fall. Something falls into the abyss and you think it's you, but it's the mind. It's a dumb ego mind. It's fallen. It's dropped. It's gone. It doesn't know where it is. It can't find the balloon. It can't find the body. And through compassion, because the ego is all the external world, through compassion from your true place of seeing, you say, come. As long as you remain simple, pure, and basic, we can become one again. I don't know what you do with your life, but the breath is a tool. Blow the balloonless balloon within. Blow the balloonless balloon within and see if you can find an end to the breath. Does it stop? Does it fade? Or does it just flow? Infinitely, limitlessly, boundless, true, pure. Through I, but beyond